Thank you, Steve. You know, I guess Bathurst has had its share of royal visitors over the years, but this is the first time that James Hardie 1000 has had its own royal participant, Prince Leopold von Bayern. Welcome to Mount Panorama.
Good morning. Good morning.
I guess a look at your achievements and your pastimes would make people think, here's another rich European playboy. Is that true?
No, that's not true. I mean, you know, I don't like the word playboy very much because racing is expensive, very much expensive, but you have to have a sponsor to do this kind of job, and it is a job, you know, what I'm doing here.
Your results, when people take a close look, I think would speak for themselves, particularly your effort at Le Mans this year.
Yeah, Le Mans, 24 hours of Le Mans this year was a very good result. It was the best result, actually, in the 20 years of my racing career.
You had a little misadventure there, though, before things came good for you in the end.
Yeah, we had an accident in the first day, which was really badly. We had to rebuild the car, and then we had in the race again an accident, but we were really happy to be fourth.
There's a parallel here, I guess, because you had a small misadventure on the first day of practice at Mount Panorama.
That's true. The track looks easier than it is, and I was going about the fifth lap, and I think I was a bit too fast, and then I started to brake, but the wall came closer and closer. I hit the wall with the front left, and I'm happy that the car is back again today.
Is it true that you live in the castle that's on the labels of the very expensive bottles of wine?
That's not true. I don't live anymore in the castle. I was living in the earliest in the castle when I was young, but it's a very unpleasant staying because everything is so huge. I live, to tell you, near Munich. It's the Starnberger Lake, the second biggest lake in Bavaria, and I have a little house there with my children, and I'm very happy.
You said you're a full-time motor racer. I guess that takes you right throughout the world. What persuaded you to come to Australia for this race?
Well, we were working about for 2 years now, nearly, to come here, and I'm very happy and very thankful about Frank Gardner and BMW that they make it possible that I can come here. And we heard a lot about James Hardie in Germany, and they all told me, don't be so it's not so easy what you think. And now I know it a little bit better, but you have to have a lot of experience to drive here to really get to know the course, because it's a mixture of circuit and mountain hill climb races. So this is not so easy for us because we don't have this situation in Germany.
Your co-driver today, Denny Holm, he's got enormous experience, and the two of you could go very well in this race today.
Oh yes, Denny Holm is a very famous, known driver, and he has more experience than I have, and I think with him we're going to have good chances to get well in the end.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Prince Leopold von Bayern, a competitor in the James Hardie 1000 for 1984, and a big chance in the Group A category.
Just as the racing slick has revolutionised motor racing in Australia and the world over, RaceCam has brought a new dimension to motorsports television. RaceCam celebrates its 5th birthday here at Mount Panorama this morning, and joined to celebrate are some of the drivers that will be carrying RaceCam in today's event. Dick Johnson and John French, of course, in the number 17 Palmer Tube Mills Falcon. Prince Leopold von Bayern and Denny Holm, who'll be carrying RaceCam Mark III in the JPS BMW, and Alan Grice and Stephen Harrington in the Roadways Commodore. RaceCam has been a feature of the James Hardie 1000 telecast by the 7 Network since 1979. For this year's telecast, we have 2 new RaceCam units in the Commodore of Alan Grice and Dick Johnson's Falcon. The lightweight Sony Betacams are 2 kilograms lighter and offer new technology. Our drivers are experienced in the art of communication and rarely need any prompting to say what it's like out there.
Yes, but it's not that bad. I have done it before. As long as I get the first tip off when we're in a straight line, helps a lot. If you're sort of rushing down the S's, closing on Count Hamburger, you tend to be fairly busy for a while.
Winning cars have carried RaceCam both here and also in the United States, and the units can withstand some torrid punishment, as Dick Johnson discovered in his off-track excursion during qualifying last year.
There was a lot of forces and abnormal forces were put through the roll cage of the car and the body shell of the motor car, and with all that and taking all that into account, the RaceCam came straight out of this car and went into the other car that we had prepared overnight to run in the race. So the safety aspect, as far as I'm concerned, is not a problem at all.
This is RaceCam Mark III, mounted in the front headlight of the Group A BMW, to be driven here today by Prince Leopold and Denny Holm. The camera is shielded to help stop ignition noise and heat, and to remedy the problem of bugs and stones, the BMW has been fitted with a protective shutter and even its own washer. The results so far have been really spectacular. So we have 6 drivers and 3 cars to bring you another great view of the great race here at Mount Panorama today. We'll take a break and then return with more of the exciting build-up to the James Hardie 1000.